Hi, this is Lynn Langit for All Things Data. If you're like me, you're a heavy user of Amazon Web Services for production, testing, and all kinds of cloud situations, and you want to stay on top of what's new in AWS. So I discovered something the other day and wanted to make a quick screencast for all of you to share what I've learned about identity management. So to that end, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. And here's the Amazon Web Services console, and I'm going to go into my account and I'm going to go to the security credentials. So you can see that we have a set of security credentials that we can work with in Amazon. So it says we're starting at the root level, and it says for better security we want to use AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM. So we can get started and click on that, and then we get taken to a new console. Now, for the purposes of the video, I've made a couple of objects inside of this new security setup, and I just wanted to tour you through it. So you can see that you've got various objects here. You've got groups, users, roles, and password policy. So I'm going to start with password policy. And by default, you can see that you allow users to change their own password, but you have some other password policy options available to you that are real easy to change and set. So one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, one non-alphanumeric, and then you can apply or delete the password policy and set a length. On top of that, you can now create new users for your various services, and you can see I just created some dummy users for the services that I regularly use. Real simple interface. You can create a user, add a user to a group, manage access keys, passwords, signing credentials, multi-factor authentication device, or remove a user from a group. Inside of the groups console, I can go ahead and I can add a user to a group, I can delete a group, so on and so forth. If I want to create a group, it's just a real simple thing. So I'll say Lynn test group and say continue. And then inside of here, I'm going to select a policy template. So I have administrator access, power user, read only, or the interesting thing now is you can give access to certain levels of services. Now for me, as among other things, an architect and a technical trainer, this is really interesting. I can set up proof of concepts and I can give customers access to just those services. So this is a set of functionality that I'm going to be using probably immediately. That's why I wanted to create this quick screencast and share it with you. These are policy templates. We also have a policy generator where I could use the generator to create my own set of permissions. So I could select a service such as like EC2, and then I could select actions and let people have these various levels of permission, and I could add conditions. So really like this functionality. Can see that I'll be using it really from today on out. Also I have roles, and some of the roles I have in here are related to the data pipelines that I've worked with. So I could create a new role, and what the other things I could do inside of here is I could just work with that role and assign different users and groups to that role. In addition to this, there's some developer documentation that I want to point out. You can see inside of here you've got granting an IAM group permission to create temporary security credentials. So if, again, you find this useful, I encourage you to take a look at both the console here as well as the IAM documentation, and enjoy using Amazon Web Services. So to close this off, just going to switch back and tell you a little bit more about me. So if you're not familiar, I'm a data architect and working with Microsoft, Google, other NoSQL, and of course AWS. Please subscribe to my channel as I put out more videos, and have a great day.